then I like how this sounds, but I feel like they don't go together.
Ha. Okay, but when you went back to the start, you said, I don't like the beginning. Where does it start for you that you like it?
I like some of the stuff, like if I could pull some of the stuff and put it, like I like it if, like it wasn't said, like this right here. This I remember coming home from the community leadership.
Yeah.
Like I feel like that's saying the same thing as this. Like I was at a place. I like they're both saying.
It's really good reading. And the fact that this is the powerful part. Yeah. You want to focus here, but the fact that you put time here and time here makes your readers think that this is important because it's more words.
Yeah.
So if you could use some of this here and delete some of what you didn't like, I think you'd feel that smoother. It allows you to focus here.
But then after I leave this paragraph, I wouldn't know how to go into my next one because that's how I started this one, the traveling back.
Well, you could still use the I'm traveling back and thought about growing up in Daytona Beach.
Okay, yeah.
If you skip directly to there, it flows into that next paragraph. And then you said something about the transitions with your last one?
Yeah, because like, this is, like goes to the camp, then my family, and then where I want my future to go. It doesn't, like I like that I'm talking about my family, and I like that I'm talking about what I want to do in the future. I don't think it should be next to each other.
So one thing I was thinking of while you were working was that you've defined diversity in this piece as different cultures, but within Kennett, you have a diverse group of things you've done here that maybe you could work in. Like playing football is a different group of people than some other thing that you're involved in. Maybe your friends aren't all football players, and I think you could go from family to your activities at school to here, and that would fill in the gap. And you could probably, especially if you made some cuts at the start, have enough words to do that and still hit the 500-ish.
Okay.
But if you thought diversity at Kennett, like what are you involved in besides football?
I play basketball, I run track.
Aren't they different people?
Yeah.
I mean, I find they're very different.
Yeah.
I was a 3-sport athlete, and none of the sports were the same. And then, how about in classes? Do you have favorite classes where you've taken like more than one of something, or?
Yeah, I take a lot of business classes. So
and that's a different group of people.
Different group of like FBLA kids and Key Club, all like that.
Okay, so what's nice about bringing some of those experiences in is it reminds them that you've got all these different things about you. You're not just one thing. But it also, you've got to see that they're like people who are into FBLA are not necessarily on the football team. So I like that it could force you to cross some of those barriers.
Like me saying, I've already tried to like my experience at Kennett has already shown that I want more diversity. Like I attend all these different diverse things, and I just want to expand on it.
So even with the diversity I know right now, I want more. I don't want to go beyond here, which you've learned from being in that camp. Does that make sense as something to work on? And then you could come back if you want next week, and we could look at the parts and make it work.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
Kind of. I don't know if you want to leave notes for yourself, but kind of what you're going to do. Take these two.
I combine these.
Yep.
Take some stuff out of there, and then in between here, talk more about school and how I am showing a lot of diversity, like at Kennett, like with physically, not like race, but like in each group that I'm in, and I want more of that.
Because don't you find that you take on different roles? Like when you're with the football team, you're kind of different than when you're with the business, and when you're with the Key Club, and you have to kind of learn to mold yourself into these different settings.
Yeah.
And then what you're looking for is to maybe do that on an international stage.
Okay. I like it. I like that. I think I'm gonna add that part. I do like that a lot.
Yeah.
Because I can take a lot of this out.
I think it's going to show more, and it's going to be a better essay.
Okay, yeah. I do like that.
Cool.
I like that idea.
All right, I have to go. See you
Okay.
next week.
Yes.